Hello everybody and welcome back to
Mario Kart 8!
Spoiler warning ahead.
Mario!
And in this video I'm being joined by Rex Tempest. Hello.
Hello there, Toaster Dolphin. How are you today?
I am doing wahoo.
Very good.
And in this video we are going to be playing, we need one more in 150 cc's. Since the last time we had recorded, we have seen the Mario movie. So in honor of that, I will be playing as the main man himself, Mario.
Yes. Now, are you going to use his standard cart that he used in the movie?
Yes.
Ah, of course.
Yes, I will be using his cart, and we're going to be playing... Oh, look, it's Music Park! I love that! That's one of the ones I was looking forward to. That's the one I love.
Yes. All right.
That was from Mario Kart 7.
Yeah, I remember. All kinds of crazy.
And now that... Ooh, I remember this one too. But yeah, now that we've seen the Mario movie, we can now actually talk about the Mario movie. I mean, we talked about us looking forward to it, hoping that it was good, and now we can actually discuss it. And
So,
first thing I gotta say is...
was it good?
Yes, I actually really, like, the entire time I was just like, I wasn't even, like, thinking that, like, not only was I thinking this was good, I was also pretty immersed in it, too.
Right.
So, I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, and I'm also glad to say that I did not really much notice or care about Chris Pratt's voice.
You know, I gotta say, because I was thinking about it too, and I thought that, yeah, he did a really good job. I think it was, what some of the people said was right. Mario's voice, it might be fun for a game to hear his woohoos once in a while, but to have an entire movie with that probably would have been a bit hard to listen to. But yeah, I thought everybody did a really good job. I did appreciate the fact that they did bring in the original voice actor, Charles Martinet, for
Mario? Yeah.
Well, for a couple of cameos he was in. Like, he was there, was it the one guy in the restaurant, I think?
Yeah.
And then I think he was also, like, one of Mario's family members, like his uncle, maybe?
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cameos, like, a lot of the movie was, oh my gosh, there's that! Or, oh my gosh, there's that! So...
And when it wasn't cameos, it was fan service, which
Yeah.
are technically two different things, but yes, I know what you mean.
It was, but basically, I enjoyed it. I don't know anyone else... Whoa. Did I just avoid getting tiny?
I don't know, but I will say this. I mean, I have heard some other people talk about it. Anybody who's seen it has said, really good.
Yeah.
There's anybody who's like, oh, they should have done. It's just like, no, it was just a really awesome movie.
Yeah, it was. It was a really nice movie. I mean, come back here, Bowser.
Now, I will say this, because I just watched this on a video, I think yesterday, but the creator of Mario, Shigeru Miyamoto, actually came out and said that all of the bad press probably helped push Mario to like the 1 billion mark or whatever it's reached.
Huh.
Just acknowledging that all those haters out there are like, oh my gosh,
I actually haven't even
it's such
seen
a
that
simple
much
movie
hate for it. See, what I've seen is
well,
like the like, as far as like genuine comments, it's like, from the most part, like, the worst thing that I've seen from, like, genuine people is nothing bad. Is, that might be the worst thing, is that it's neutral, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
I think
or some people are like, it's a simple story, and it's like, Mario's always had a pretty simple story.
Yeah, it didn't need that much of a complex story.
Right.
If there were anything that I would say was the weakest, take that, Bowser, was definitely the story, but there was definitely story, and I was entertained by it, and I like I said, I enjoyed it, and I was really happy with it.
What I loved, and I know
this...
Toaster, yeah, GameCube. just the fan service that was stuck in everywhere.
Yeah, all the references, all the fan service, that was awesome. I loved being like I was actually thinking about this. It's like whenever Marvel movies, like, you would point out some of the Easter eggs that I might have missed, and it's like, oh yeah. And now I actually got to experience that from the person who actually knows all the references.
Yeah, because I would know, like, the comics and, you know, TV shows and, you know, other shows and things like that. And you wouldn't have seen all that, so some of that would have gone over your head. But, you know, I know you've played, was it Kid Icarus?
Yeah.
So
that was awesome. Yeah, that was something else I want to talk about, is that the fact that that game actually had a Kid Icarus reference was awesome. And I mean, it's funny because not many people would have gotten it, but like, I know exactly what that was. I don't need the blue shell. Oh, I didn't even see Princess Peach pass me.
Yes, well, she just did. And look, she's riding her motorcycle just like in the movie.
Yeah.
It's nice of her to, you know, remain consistent like that or stay on brand.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, and I mean, we talked about this before, like the movie seemed like it was made by people who really love this stuff. And I mean,
Yeah.
you could just see it everywhere. Like from Mario, like quitting his job from the Wrecking Crew, which, you know, that's a game. And the character Spike, who's like his boss, is, you know, actually in that game as well. You know,
Yeah.
or like, what was it? The one, I think it's like an Ace of Spades on a wall somewhere. That is a reference to Nintendo first putting out playing cards before they got into the video game aspect. So,
Thank you, Link.
yes.
Like, what am I trying to say? It's,
I know it's hard to think while you're driving, but, you know, it's like, I don't want to...
I liked it, and I'm not saying they needed more reference, but I thought they were, like, when there was the one trailer, I thought that was Luigi's Mansion reference. I was a little
Right.
disappointed that didn't turn out to be. And,
Yeah, they had a good chance to put it in there, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Mario!
they really should have. And also, at the very end, when they were doing the Yoshi end credit scene, I thought they were going to do an end credit scene about, like, that was a bad thing. Who made the warp pipe, basically?
Right. Yeah, you were saying in the movie, it's like, what if Professor E. Gadd
Yeah,
made it?
I thought that would
That's
have been a really
reveal.
cool reference. As
Yeah.
if he was the one who created the warp pipe. I was looking.
Right. Oh, you got beat by Link. If you're gonna lose anybody, it should be Link.
It's a good opponent. Yes.
Or like when they have the Punch Out Pizzeria, or
Yeah.
what was it
That-
for the one ice cream or ice place? They had the bear from Ice Climbers.
Yeah. There's an actual ice climber reference.
Yeah. So it was just fun to see all those little moments in there.
I was definitely glad to see that it was a good movie. It was
Yes.
really good, and I enjoyed myself. Here it is, Music Park. I was looking forward to this, and I'm still surprised that they had the Mario Kart reference, but also only Mario Kart. Like, I thought they would have had maybe something as far as like Sunshine or Galaxy.
Tennis or soccer
Yeah.
or something.
Well, I mean,
Now-
the most famous three, I think, is Sunshine and, this is fun, too. When you're on the pianos, you can actually hear the notes.
Right.
Which is a shame, because the optimal way is not to go that way. It's to go on the boost pads.
Yep.
But I
Well,
remember playing this one all the time on my 3DS.
Yes.
Well, I find it interesting that they actually had, like, a reference to, a blue shell in Mario in the Mario movie. That was pretty funny.
Well, one thing I thought was interesting was, like, you know, in the movie, and I sincerely hope you've seen this movie before. You should,
Oh, yeah.
You've got to put a spoiler.
And they're hanging on what else?
Oh,
alert
yeah,
before.
absolutely.
But, you know, like, the idea that the Kongs were the ones who created the carts, basically.
Yeah.
Because
That was-
there actually is a game called Diddy Kong Racing where he does his own carts.
That's a
Which
good
is like-
reference.
Yeah, I don't know if it was intentional or if it was just like, somebody's got to introduce the carts. Why not the Kongs? But,
Well, we want to introduce the Kongs, and we need to do it naturally. So hopefully, maybe it was like both. It's like we got this one game, and also we need them in. It's like, oh, why not just merge the two ideas?
yeah. And then, of course, the next question is, you know, if you were, like, was there something that you wanted to see, aside from, you know, Luigi's Mansion, which you mentioned, like, if you'd been working for the company, is there something you would have wanted to see added to the movie?
Definitely, Sunshine. Like I said, Sunshine reference, like maybe Flood or. You know what else? You know, the actual thing that I was surprised wasn't in there
What?
was Bowser Jr. I was so surprised that Bowser Jr. never made a reference.
Right.
And it's like, why? Why? I mean, he's a very important character to Bowser. That's kind of one of his biggest motivations to kidnap Princess Peach.
Right.
Also, I gotta say, actually, now talking about that, that was hilarious. Actually, how they did Bowser, you know, like with the Peaches song.
Yeah.
They did him really well. Jack Black did too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, everybody I thought did a really great job. And, you know, one of the things that I think probably most people aren't really look at as they look at because they're going to look at like the fan service or the movie. I thought that, you know, like the scene where Mario's talked about, like, you know, the relationship between Mario and Luigi. I think they played that really well,
Yeah.
you know, because, you know, Mario's like the protective older brother who, you know, no matter what, believes in Luigi, and Luigi's like, you know, scared except when he's with Mario, like,
Yeah.
you know, and then like Mario's like, I've never been apart from my brother for too long. I think, you know, Chris Pratt just did an awesome job of delivering that emotion of like, that's probably how they would be.
And you know, ooh, I kind of remember this. Is this like, oh, this is, no, I don't remember this. Never mind, I don't remember Giant
Oh,
Egg.
this is Nintendo 64. I've played this one before. Yoshi Valley, the egg moves around. You gotta avoid it.
That's also something glad that I did, especially like with a lot of movies recently. Like whenever they do like representation, they do their characters poorly and they don't do them justices. But I think they did Mario perfectly. Like, you know, someone very determined and very brave, someone who's going to be very helpful. I'm sorry, I just looked at this map and it's like normally it's a straight
Spaghetti.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like a choose your own adventure sort of thing.
Well, I know Nintendo really, I mean, they did put their foot down because apparently this original story had Peach, you know, as that sort of girl boss character. You know,
Oh.
we talked about that, but they really put their foot down like, no, you know, I mean, she can fight, she's capable, but
She's
at the end of
not-
the day, she's not the hero.
Yeah, she needs,
You know.
Yes, and she needs help from Mario. And also, like, it's not like she was well for no reason, like a bunch of girl bosses, but there's an actual very real reason why, because, you know, she had been there her whole life, basically.
Yeah, she's
that
grown
was
up in
good.
this environment, yeah.
That was good. Also, I found that funny, actually, from the very beginning, when they, like, that was a big twist at the beginning. I was like, when they said that Mario doesn't like mushrooms, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. It made for a fun character moment. And, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, but look what they did with Peach, or knowing the obstacle course. But, you know, one, again, she's grown up there. But two, it also just highlights for Mario his level of determination that maybe he's not good at something, but he's going to keep
stick
going.
through it, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, from that story point, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. That was represented well.
Yeah, he was very well done there. Also, I just gotta say, the fact that Mario eats a mushroom and actually gets bigger means that canonically this is small Mario and that's big Mario, which doesn't exactly make sense when you think about like the very first game.
Except there was a small Mario in the movie, if you remember.
Yeah,
there
was baby Mario. But my point is that when Mario
No, I
eats,
meant like He ate the blue mushroom. He got small.
Oh yeah, the mini mushroom. No, that was the mini mushroom, not actually small mode. I also like that they added a mini mushroom reference, and that's how they got Bowser to...
Yeah.
How they stopped Bowser, captured him. That was good.
I mean, I think everything in there was in some way or another connected to the game. There weren't like any elements of like, Mario grabbed a gun and started shooting or something.
There's no unnecessary stuff, but like if anything was in the game, it was, or if something was in the movie, it was in a game previously.
Somewhere, pretty much, yeah.
I just hit Link as I was at the finish line.
Except for maybe the fact that Mario had like, mom, dad,
Oh, that was something else I was going to talk about. It was so weird to see that he had a mom and a dad. I was like, what? He has parents?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I thought that, because I don't know much about, but I've seen references, but wasn't Mario delivered by a stork at the very beginning of the game?
One of those games, probably.
But still, it's weird to see that he had a mom, a dad, an uncle, and the whole New York scene.
Yeah, and then, of course, the other thing is, like, the live-action movie, they just said, oh, they're orphans.
Yeah.
So they just kind of avoided that altogether.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But then they say that they were Mario brothers. It was dumb. And the bad movie. But no, that was a good movie. I was surprised, like I said, by parents, too, which I find funny.
Right. I love the explanation of the gloves. They're my trademark.
Oh, yeah. It was so weird to see him without gloves.
Yes.
Actually. It's like, you put those back on. You don't have hands. You have gloves.
Yes, exactly.
So, very happy. And I'm very glad to report that Chris Pratt did not ruin the movie, did not bother it like I predicted. It was a weird choice, but it was still good. And he delivered a great performance. Even if his voice doesn't match, he's got the passion and the right emotions behind it, and was definitely a good choice. I agree. So I'm very happy to report that the Mario movie was good. I would give it a thumbs up. I would buy the movie disc. I will buy it.
Yes, would. It's like, I would have it now if it were in stores.
But I think that's a perfect time to end the video there. So, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye!